air conditioner. Gave Mowgli a trail name yesterday. AC unit, the air conditioner. Pine Swamp Hill, 396 meters in the sky. This is Connecticut. I'm now more than halfway done Connecticut. But yeah, this is what most of the AT looks like here. I try to show you guys some of the funner and flatter and field sections. But most of the time, it's just this. But this isn't bad for the AT. This would be one of the better sections of Pennsylvania. Even New Jersey is pretty rocky. Even New York. So, Connecticut's the easiest state that I've done yet. I mean, obviously Maryland's going to be easier than this. But, I mean, it's not easy though. It's still hard compared to other hiking trails for sure. Still, a good amount of up and down. Nothing technical, but so you're not doing technical climbs or anything. But it's a lot up and down, a lot of ascension, descension. Not terribly rocky, but rocky and rooty enough where you got to pay attention the whole time. When you're up here on these ridge lines. So, just kind of typical Connecticut here. And then the good thing about Connecticut is at some points, you get to get kind of off the mountainous types of trail, and you get to go along flats or roadsides, or so sometimes in Connecticut you're crossing a lot of like streets and backwood, like residential neighborhoods, and so it's not bad. Connecticut is extremely well marked. That is one of the best things about Connecticut. So this is typical AT right here, guys. And when it's slick after it's raining, this gets super dangerous. Now it's dry, so you can move at a faster pace. But yeah, when it's raining or after it rained, these sections are tough, and you really gotta take your time with them. But once it's dry, it's fine. Just show you my footing placement. You can get it, Mowgli. So the dog is really spoiled and plays his games with me. Wants me to do everything for him. But it's good to get him out on a hike and get him out of the van. He's got some balled up energy after not coming for a while. So, you staying up there, Mowgli? Here he comes. Good boy, Mowgli. Good boy, air conditioner. So, yeah, just a little sample of what Connecticut generally looks like. This is pretty much typical CT. Moderate, just a good moderate state, which is great. But like I said, the best thing about Connecticut, and it's like a slap in the face to New York, is that it's extremely well marked. So that's awesome. After coming out of New York, northbound. And the other great thing about Connecticut, the other best thing about Connecticut really, is a lot of water. A lot of water. Again, opposite of New York. So Connecticut's a million times better than New York. It's way more water. It goes from the worst marked state to probably the best marked state. I think that's intentional. And it's 90 miles versus like 52 miles. So it's nice that it's a short state too. But the negatives of Connecticut is, for me, someone who needs to use the shuttles and go back to my van and stuff. I'm a through hiker. I'm not a sectioner, but I function more like a sectioner. The way I have to go back to the van and check on Mowgli every 6 hours. The person who does the shuttles for this area is gone right now. She's actually hiking. Christine's actually hiking the AT, which is great, but there's no shuttle here. So I was like, okay. So I used the last of my money to buy Uber Cash. So I bought this bunch of Uber Cash and couldn't get an Uber the whole way. So I don't want to push it too far because we might have to walk all the way back along the road. And that's going to be tough with Mowgli. So we're going to be getting off trail here soon and headed back to the vehicle. And I would love if an Uber came, but I don't anticipate it. So we'll probably be hitchhiking, and we'll see. We'll see who's gonna pick us up. I think someone will get us. But here you go. Here's a fun little section. Slip in between these canyons, whatever this is, slotting. You can do it, boy. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, you got a big popper. Show everyone how you do it. Come on. Yeah, so that's the fun stuff I love about the trail, but not stuff I'm trying to do with a dog, because it kind of just takes the fun out of it. He just starts going nuts, and I always go back and do it for him. He's capable, but you see he favors that leg. That leg actually was pretty much fully healed on him, and then when we were home on some rest days, he fell down the steps, I guess, in the middle of the night, slipped on the rug at the top of the steps. Since then, I discarded the rug at the top of the steps. But it's like several weeks ago, so it's getting close to fully healed, but maybe 80%, but 75%. But he's definitely favors it a lot. So, anyway, folks, vegging out.